Hello, my name is Eduardo Rios, and this is EEE 120's Capstone. Um, as you can see, I have three flip-flops. I have eight states in total. Last and seventh state being a don't care. I have two inputs acting as a C bus, A and B. I have a clock and a reset. I have the MR, MY, MG, SR, SY, SG. I have the Main Street lights, side avenue lights. And then I have these outputs here that will showcase the actual state that we are in. So let's go ahead and get started. For the first one, it's when both A and B are 0. And that just goes into a regular red, yellow, and green motion that you would see on a regular two-way street. And going through, that was a demonstration, going through on the first one, let's hit reset and let's start again. On the first clock cycle, it will go into its default Main Street being red, Side Avenue being green, and this is state 1. On the second clock cycle, Main Street will be red, Side Avenue will be yellow, and we are in state 2. Its third clock cycle, Main Street will be green, Side Avenue will be red, and we are in state 3. And its fourth, where Main Street is yellow, Side Avenue is red, and we are in state 4. And then from here, we jump back to state 1 with Main Street being red and Side Avenue being green. Let's go ahead and change the inputs from 0 to 1. Now we're in 1. And now we go from state 1 to state 0, which is just Main Street being red, Side Avenue being red. And then from state 0, we jump over to state 6, which is all lights off. And then from state 6, we move to state 0, and then we go back to state 6 every clock cycle, creating that flashing illusion that you see. Okay, and then we go ahead and move into input being 2. And from here, we jump from state 6 to state 4, Main Street being yellow, Side Avenue being red. And then from here, we're still in input 2, and we move into state 6, going all dark again, and then state 4, yellow and red. We go back and forth, giving that flashing illusion that you see before you. Okay, and then from here, we move into input 3, and we are in state 4, and then from here, we jump into its default, which is state 5. And then from here, we flash yellow, as you can see, jumping from state 5 to state 6. And as you can notice, I used up all the inputs and all the clock cycles. So as I said, the seventh and final state was not used. It was used as a don't care. Here you are, yellow, yellow, yellow. And here now, from here, we can go ahead and experiment, see what happens. If we go from state 3 to state 0, we jump back into its default from state 1 to state 2 to state 3 to state 4, state 1, state 2, state 3, state 4. Let's see if we jump from state 2 here and we jump back up to, let's say, 2, input being 2. You see how it flips and then it goes back into its regular program, 4 and 6, 4 and 6. And then here, let's jump to input 3. And now we jump into state 5 and state 6, state 5 and state 6, state 5 and state 6. Input 1, jump into state 0, state 6, state 0, state 6. And if you notice, state 6 is used as that pause. That way we can give that flashing illusion that 3 of the inputs use, which is input 1, 2, and 3, because they all flash. But yeah, we can go ahead and give it more clock cycles. 3, we're 0. And then we hit the reset, we're back at 0. We try to hit the clock cycle, nothing happens because we're at reset. Hit the reset, we're both all 0. Doesn't matter. We're gonna go back into our regularly scheduled program. But yeah, I'm Eduardo Rios, and thank you for your time.